Although the brothers of Dara were thirsty for each other's blood, but they considered only Dara as their common enemy, as he was the biggest threat to them. Dara lived in the capital for years and was also popular among the rich. Therefore, each of them wanted Dara to die at any cost, so that it will be easier for them to get rid of their other siblings. Dara was aware about the attitude of his younger siblings, and sometimes he also complained to his father about them. But without his father's will, he was not able to take any action against them. Sometimes Shah Jahan also thought of punishing his sons, but then Jahanara used to come to their rescue. Jahanara knew that only after forgiving his sons a father can control his sons and the unity of the family can be maintained, which was essential for the Sultanat's strength. Shah Jahan's elder son and Mughal Sultanat's Wali-e-Ahad Dara Shikoh had good information about the intellectual and strategic capabilities of his brothers. That's why he used to keep a track of their every move. He had different hazards from each brother. Shah Shuja, second son of Shah Jahan, was Bengal's Subedar at that time. He was a wise, courageous, and skilled soldier, but was voluptuary and ineligible and didn't possess the ability to handle such a huge Mughal Sultanate. Also, the state's Mullah Maulvi, Amir, and Hindu king were not in his favor. Therefore, Dara was less worried from his side. Shah Jahan's fourth son, Murad, was Gujarat and Malwa's Subedar. He was emotional and hasty. He lacked vision due to his voluptuous nature. He was very stubborn and quarrelsome. He had a desire to be the emperor even though he lacked administrative and military aptitude. Delhi's rich considered him a spoilt brat and were disinterested in him. Therefore, Dara was not worried of him either. Aurangzeb, the third son of Shah Jahan, was a hardcore Sunni Muslim. Due to his intolerance and narrow-mindedness, he gained huge support from the Sultanate's hardcore Muslims, the rich, the ulemas, and the Maulvis, whose numbers were way more than tolerant Muslims. He studied the Quran very deeply and he used to earn money by sewing hats. Because of this, the tales of his intelligence and simplicity were widespread in the whole Sultanate. For this reason, he was very popular among Muslim public. Dara had punished hardcore mullahs, Maulvis, the rich, the umrahs, and the subedars several times in the past, and so they used to tremendously support Aurangzeb and were envious to Dara. Both Dara and Aurangzeb were well aware about the attitude of those mullahs, Maulvis, the rich, the umrah, and the subedars. As Aurangzeb was staying away from the capital and constantly busy in war, he had a good experience of provisional governance and wars. His cruelty and archness can be seen in his appearance. His eyes were so furious that people used to tremble with fear just by looking at them. Due to his crooked and foxy nature, Aurangzeb knew how to convert his defeat into victory, but as Dara was living in the capital and was the king's favorite, Aurangzeb considered himself helpless. Although Dara was very vigilant towards his siblings, but he was always more cautious towards Aurangzeb's side. Therefore, Dara did not allow Aurangzeb to be at any front for a long time. He used to send him to different fronts, that is, on Afghanistan's front, sometimes on the front of the south, or on the front of Bengal. Not only this, Dara didn't give adequate army and adequate money for any campaign so that Aurangzeb's military could not get success, nor could he enter the capital with those armies. The size of the Hindu army with Aurangzeb was kept in a relatively large size so that any event of rebellion can be controlled easily. Dara also instructed the Hindu kings who were appointed with Aurangzeb to regularly inform the capital about the money looted by Aurangzeb's army from the enemies. Look at the sequel, Rathors and Aurangzeb, The Hatred.